Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this one, we'll be taking a look at the Ignis Wraith, that flamethrower from hell sent to us by the devil himself. So I actually invested 7 formas in this weapon and I wanted to see if it was worth the time and effort investing 7 formas in this weapon. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna go ahead and test this out against a couple of high level enemies. We're gonna start off with some enemies, some common enemies that you will see, may be common to some, may not be common to some. We're gonna start off with some of these guys at level 80 just to see how this weapon stands up against these high level enemies. But let's be fair, on a day-to-day basis, we're not always going to run into level 80 enemies. So based on the outcome of the test, we can decide if it was worth the investment or not. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we pause these enemies because I don't want to get KO'd. So let's go level 80 and let's go ahead and test the weapon out on these guys just to see how it stands up, because we all want to know if it's worth it to invest 7 formas in the Ignis Wraith. So not much damage is being done to the enemies, but this guy he took most of the damage and he got a lot of damage was done on that guy right there. So it all depends on the enemy that you are fighting and their level. So I would say yes, the Ignis Wraith is worth the 7 Forma investment, but as I stated, it depends on the enemies that you're fighting and your level. So we're gonna go ahead and just lower the levels on these guys just to see how best it can do against, let's say, level 50. And as stated before, we're still not going to be fighting level 50 enemies on a day-to-day basis. So enemies lower than level 50, let's say enemies from level 30 straight up to level 50, yeah, the 7 forma investment in the Ignis Wraith is worth it. It is more than worth it, because as you can see, it took out all of those guys right here without even reloading. And I went over here and almost took out these guys, and I had to reload only once and I took out everyone. So let's go ahead and take a look at the build for the weapon. So this is my build for the Ignis Wraith, but as you can see, it's all the common mods that most people would have on a weapon like this. But I have Hellfire and Thermites round on the weapon just to give it more heat damage, and then I have this awesome Riven mod on it. So that's a look at the build for the Ignis Wraith, and also a look at the Ignis Wraith itself to find out if it was worth investing 7 formas in this weapon. But at the end of the day, I would say yes, it is worth it, because we're not gonna be running up against level 80, level 100 enemies all the time in Warframe. Most common levels we're gonna be going up against is levels from, let's say, 25 to 50, and the Ignis Wraith, based on this build that I'm currently running, it will stand up pretty well against those enemies. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, if it was worth the time investing 7 formas in the Ignis Wraith. Leave a like if you did like the video. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike, and I'll catch you all in the next one.